Hey guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. And if you've come from another one of my videos, an even bigger welcome. I love having my subscribers here every single week and month to look at the Calgary real estate market data together and even discover other things about Calgary, because Calgary is a very fast moving market. And so if you don't stay on top of things, you'll probably get left behind and make the wrong decisions. If you've not subscribed yet, you better subscribe, because there's a lot of amazing information that comes out on this channel every single video. Before we get started, hey guys, it's Iyer, your Calgary Realtor. And if you're planning to make a move, whether it's buying or selling in the Calgary real estate market in the next 3, 6, or 12 months, make sure you reach out. Let's set you up with a game plan depending on what your goals are in the real estate market, because there's no one size that fits all. I would love to have that conversation with you. All my buyers get a lot of value out of that first call. We really go through, see the different communities, discover what is best suitable for your lifestyle and your goals, and depending on what you're trying to achieve. Now, diving right into the Row Townhouses. So how has Row Townhouses done for the month of May? Row Townhouses has increased by $9,400 month over month, bringing it to $458,100. I still can't believe I'm saying this number. I remember the day it crossed 400 and we were surprised. So this is a 20% increase year over year. For everyone who bought townhouses last year, congratulations. Taking a look at the summary by the Calgary Real Estate Board for townhouses, I'm just going to go over the highlighted points. So make sure you pause and take a look at the other details if you want to. Row home sales continue to improve in April, contributing to the year-over-year gain of 19%. At the same time, new listings have improved by 16% so far. So even though new listings continue to improve, but the amount of sales happening is just a lot. So this has kept the sales to new listings ratio at 93%, which is extremely high, and the months of inventory below 1 month for the 4th consecutive month. The most affordable districts of Northeast and East, where resale townhomes are still priced under $400,000. So now if you want a townhouse under $400,000, those are the only areas that you can look at, unless you're willing to compromise on the condition of the home or some other factors. Taking a look at the specific stats for this property type. So as you can see, year over year, as far as the total sales go, we are 16% higher in terms of the number of sales, bringing our sales volume to $228 million. And our new listings is up 18%. So you might say the new listings up more than the sales, but that has left us still with an inventory that is 14% lower than last year. And as far as the months of supply go, last year was the year of condominiums, both for apartments and townhouses. And so clearly you can see the months of supply for last year was 0.95, but this year we are even tighter at 0.7. So that's a 26% decline. Sales to new listings ratio, a difference of minus 1.73%. And the days on market, this is important. Last year, 22 days, now even tighter, so 19 days. So properties are actually going much faster off the market. And even this stat doesn't really reflect the ground reality, because at most, properties actually are gone in 3 to 5 business days. As far as the benchmark price goes, we have $458,100, so that's a 20% increase like we discussed before. Median price is at $462,500, a 20% increase again. And the average price is up to $472,267, which is an 18% increase year over year. As far as the year-to-date numbers go, for sales, we are up 19%. New listings is up 16%. And at the end of the day, our inventory is still down year-to-date by 13%. Sales to new listings ratio above 86, so tighter than apartments for sure. And anything above 85 is very, very tight and very competitive. As far as your months of supply go, we are sitting at 0.79. That's a 27% decline year to date. As far as the benchmark price goes, we are at $442,425 for year to date. That's a 20% increase year over year. Stats by a specific community go. This is extremely important, and it's very important to get more and more nuanced depending on the property that you're looking at. If this is a property that you're considering, definitely reach out. So as we can see here across the different communities, the sales, new listings, and the sales to new listing ratio and inventory. What we are going to focus on is the month over month gains. As you can see, the biggest gains month over month is Northeast and East, of course, at 3.22% and 4.14%. As far as year over year, the highest gains is Northeast at 92,800. And when you consider that their benchmark price is actually just 375,000, clearly that is a huge price gain. Taking a look at the benchmark price and how that has trended over the past 1 year, we are now at 458,100. So year over year, we have seen an increase of $76,400 since April last year. And so if you wait around for a year to buy a townhouse, that's essentially the price you would be paying on top of what you would have to pay last year. But if you waited since Jan 2023, we have seen a benchmark price increase of $101,900 increase since Jan 2023. So that is far beyond 3 down payments. And clearly that is the cost of waiting on the sidelines. So there's a lot of buyers right now waiting on the sidelines for interest rates to drop. But what do you think is going to happen to the benchmark price after that? So on top of all these gains that you've potentially lost, waiting on the sidelines is going to make you lose even more money. Taking a look at the sales and where they are happening at across different price ranges this year. Last year, most of our sales for townhouses actually happened between 200,000 and 500,000. And this year, that has shifted over 2 brackets of price ranges. So now we are sitting at 300,000 to 600,000. That's how expensive townhouses have become. And obviously, you can see where else additional sales are happening during the month for other price ranges. As far as 2024 sales numbers go, so year to date, highest in the last 10 years, except for 2022. So apartments, the only one which has higher than 2022. All other 3 property types, so including townhouse, below 2022, but still far above the 10-year average. And so sales are extremely strong, but when we look at new listings, we are barely above the 10-year average. So while this might still seem like a lot when you compare it to the other years on this graph, it still pales in comparison to the amount of sales that is actually happening. So all of this together is still continuing to drive the benchmark price up by a strong amount. And it's a lot closer to what it has been to the last months as compared to other property types. So other property types has actually seen a change in trajectory where it's not as upward anymore. Townhouses continues to be very, very strong. Sales has in fact far surpassed the inventory, so much so that inventory has actually dropped month over month. And this is the first month that that's happening in this year. So in the next month, you can actually expect the benchmark price probably to pick back up even stronger and show an even steeper curve, because if that inventory remains that low throughout the month of May, we're going to have a very competitive time. And finally, when you compare all 3, which is the benchmark price, median price, and average price, the median price and average price has dropped month over month, while the benchmark has actually continued to go up. So historically, this has been a forward-looking indicator of a slowdown in prices. Doesn't mean it will go negative, but we could potentially see a slowdown in the pace of gains if this trend persists. However, like we saw in the previous graph, because of that drop in inventory, if we don't get enough new listings, this could prove to be wrong. And then we just continue seeing the benchmark price go up. And so if you found value in this video, if any of this was helpful, if you would like to ask more questions, go more into depth on the different data and stats that we have, make sure you reach out. I would love to have that conversation with you. Like I mentioned before, my contacts are all in the description. Feel free to book a call. It's all right there. It's super easy. And I promise I'm very easy to talk to. And I love having those conversations with buyers, understanding where they're coming from, and also sellers, depending on what your next steps in life are, whether you need to upsize or downsize. The game plan could be very, very different. And so let's have those conversations. Thanks for tuning in and staying till the end of the video. I truly appreciate your support. And until next time, take care.